late in the evening. Currently we're having an extreme heat wave, so work during the day is non-existent. So we've decided to do a bit of work in the evening. So let's go see what Stef's up to.
Attempt to build a little ramp up into here just so that we can get the lawnmowers and all the goodies in there a little bit easier. Yeah, let's see if Nick shouts at me or gives me a thumbs up later. We've been very lucky. Our friend Ian has let us use his concrete mixer. So for the little ramp that we're going to make, we're just going to use the simple 1:2:3 ratio. I think 1 part cement, 2 parts sand and 3 parts aggregate. So let me get started on that. As many of you may have noticed, I put way too much in for the first load, so I've had to take some out and readjust, but we live and learn, so the next load will be a lot smaller.
Doing in there, Frankie?
Put your signature there, Frankie. Put your signature there. Then we know you were helping. There's an upside and a downside to working this time of the day. Right, should I say? You guys can't see too many of my mistakes. But the downside is I can't see a damn thing I'm doing either.
We'll see tomorrow if you've done a good job.
Let's see. So it's the next morning.
Well done, Stef.
Looks like it's gone off quite nicely. I'll obviously neaten up the front edge over here. But
good job.
Open it already. Very strange weather we're having today. On the back of probably about 5 or 6 days of very hot weather. Close to 40, sometimes just over 40. Very strange, and I think there's another one of those Saharan dust clouds passing over at the same time. So these are red currants, and next to them we've got, let me see if I can find a few, some black currants, which we thought would work nicely today to make some sangria because it's been so hot. There's a couple of nice ones here. Oh, look who's come to join us. Oh, and Frankie came with too.
Oh, goodness.
It must be dinner time.
Yes, always. So have you told everyone what we're making?
Yes.
I'm
You
so
can make to collect the
excited.
berries.
Yes, wow.
Or currants, should I say, sorry.
Have a look.
Oh wow. Beautiful colour.
Mm-hmm. See your Frankie.
Oh, it's not for you, Frankie.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
The Thunder's.
Woohoo!
Thunder's coming to join us. Hopefully
That in a while.
we will get a little bit of rain. Just cool us down and wash the dust away a bit.
You won't let me pass. Thanks farm, Frankie.
Simple. So for the sangria, instead of coming down to fetch the oranges for the sangria, we thought let's come down to the oranges to make the sangria here. We've got a bunch that we're going to be using for juice tomorrow, but I think for this one we'll get one off the tree. There's a couple of good ones. Use that one for the juice, and then one for a couple of segments, I think a smaller one maybe. There we go. That's a good one, I think. There we go. Sangria is usually made with red wine, which is the way we're going to do it today. This is wine that we made ourselves from the previous season, but the newer way can also make it with white wine. Some people do add soda water or sparklies, like a lemonade, to fizz it, but we're not going to do that today. We're just using the red wine. We're going to sweeten it with orange juice. We're going to put a couple of segments of orange in. We've also got some frozen cherries and some of the red currants. The black currants weren't ready yet, so we'll save them for the next time.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get going with the orange juice.
You have a...
Oh, did you follow us down, Frankie? Let's see if this one orange is going to be enough. I think I might do another one.
Haven't heard that sound for a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. Still very, very warm. Ah, the birdies. With a third orange, just to be sure. That should do it. So in our jug, we're just going to add, and as usual you always have to check the quality
Very
of the
important.
ingredients. Still very good. I'm going to go in here. It's about 2.5 cups of red wine, and I'd say that's probably another cup of orange juice, maybe a little more. And then just in with our frozen cherries. And the red currants. And whatever juice is left from the cherries. And then I would usually put it in peel and all, but we haven't rinsed this one and we don't know what kind of bird poop and all sorts of stuff is on here. So you'll just put the segments in. And these are seedless, so that's quite nice too. Making a right mess of Natalia's tablecloth.
Nothing new.
True. Oh, come on, orange. Okay, we'll use that bit. Just put those in. That should be enough. What do you think, Natalia?
I think so. It smells amazing. So fruity. It's gonna taste so good tomorrow.
Maybe today, you never know.
You never know.
It's getting closer. We might have to pack this up and go inside very, very soon. Let's get that last one.
Let's go, Frankie Franks.
I think we're going to have time to do the rest of the stuff today, or is the storm going to catch us?
I think the storm's gonna get us.
Yeah, so we can always let that chill overnight in the fridge,
Even better.
and then tomorrow for lunch we might have that.
Sounds good.
I think let's do that rather, because it's coming. Yeah. I had a big sneeze now.
I think the whole village heard him.
Yeah. Use this to tie up our bundles, I think. Should hold it at least until we get home, which isn't far, luckily.
It's about tea time now.
That's it. Lovely.
Jeez.
Let's go. Everybody, welcome back. Today, along with the sangria that we made yesterday, we're making cachorros.
Again.
Cachorros.
One more time.
Cachorros?
Woohoo!
Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna do green sauce with the green pepper, avo, garlic and onion. We're gonna use half the onion because Natalia loves onion on her hot dogs, which is what a cachorro is. So the other half I'm going to saute, do a little bit of caramelize with a bit of Worcester sauce for her. And then we're making the other sauce, which was ketchup, mustard, mayo and pickles. And then some toppings. So let's get started. We're going to do the green sauce first. Take half this onion. Yeah, this one is homegrown. This was one that had bolted, so we had to use it immediately. For those of you that don't know what bolting is, it's when they send out their flowers to start making seeds for the next season. So once they do that, they are still edible. You just can't store them for any amount of time. Make this nice and small, smallish pieces, should I say. Can just be nice chunky pieces because we're going to blitz it at the end to make it a nice sauce. So along with that, we're going to get a clove of garlic. I'm not going to hit the table because it does all sorts of funny things. Just give it a squash. And then just give that a nice chop. Side, and then onto the green pepper, the bell pepper. There we go, and then just give this a nice rough chop too. So once we got all of that chopped up, got the pan heating here, just going to add a little bit of our extra virgin olive oil. And then get all of these in there. We're just softening them up. And the rains are out. Let's get all of these under the umbrella. While that's going, we're just going to season it a little bit with some salt and a little bit of black pepper. Just give that a mix. So once that's a little bit softened, we're just going to add it to the bowl of our blender, or mini blender in this case, without messing on Natalia's tablecloth. So we're just going to put that off to the side, cool down a little bit, and we're going to do the other onions. We're just going to put a touch more olive oil in again and hope the wind plays with us. In with the other onions, which we've just sliced into strips, ribbons, whatever you want to call them. Hope we can get some heat. So while those are softening up a little bit, I'm just going to do the other sauce. So we've got the mustard, it's a sweet mustard, ketchup, mayo, and then we're just going to go in with some gherkins and cut them into small little pieces. Just gives a nice little tang to the sauce. And once we got all of these nicely chopped, I'm going to add it into the sauces. Give that a nice mix. And if it's a little bit thick, which I think it is a tiny bit thick, I'm just going to add a little bit of the pickle water, the water that comes in the jar of gherkins, just to thin it out a little bit. This works equally well on hamburgers, any kind of sandwich. This sauce works brilliantly on. See, men can almost multitask. Okay, once these have softened up and they're starting to get a little bit of color, and for those of you who are wondering, those are too few onions. These are all for Natalia. The onions in the other sauce is enough for me. We're just going to add a little bit of what we call here açúcar amarelo, which is light brown sugar. Just a little bit. Some sweetness. And a little bit of Worcester sauce, mollo inglés, if I can open it. Should be enough.
Straight away.
And then we'll just let that reduce down and become nice and sticky. So these are looking lovely and sticky and reduced down, and the onions are nice and soft. Would you say that those are good for you, Natalia?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just going to put these off to one side on a plate. I'm sure I'm going to see Natalia's hand sneak in there to steal a taste just now. Oh, much sauce on there as I can. Then I'm just going to, a piece of paper towel, just wipe that off so that the sauce doesn't burn. And then we're going to put our bockwurst on. They're already cooked, so we're just doing it on the pan to get a bit of color and to heat them through. Maybe a touch of oil. What do you say, Natalia?
Yeah.
turn them so they're getting a lovely golden color. Oh, those are good. Keep going for a little while. They are looking good. While they keep going, I think let's do the other sauce. So in there we've got the green bell pepper, the onion, garlic. We're just going to add the little baby avo to it. Pop the seed out, just very carefully. Just scoop that and add that in there. Whole one, Natalia?
Yes, please.
Okay. To that, and then just a roll of lime. I'm just going to add a little bit of juice of lime in there just to give it a nice fresh kick. Sorry, am I moving a bit fast, Natalia?
Just a bit.
Go.
Wow.
I think a half it should be good. And then put the top on and give that a blitz. Then to that we're just going to add a tiny little bit of olive juice.
You're thinking about the sangria?
I am, yes. And then just give that another. I think those look good. You can turn the gas off. And then I think it's time to assemble. We're using baguettes. You can obviously use hot dog rolls. They're nice and soft. We did steam them, or actually did them in the microwave to soften them up a little bit. But you can have it crusty or hot dog rolls that are soft. Then we tend to go down the middle on the top. And I think we'll do Natalia's one first. We do a little bit of this special sauce on the bottom.
Looks good.
Do you want your chips?
Yes, please.
There, okay. And we've got these special little tiny potato chips that they make, which yeah, they work lovely on these hot dogs. Add a nice little bit of crunch. Then onions.
Yes.
Okay. Natalia's onions on there.
You might want to save some for you. They're really good.
Did you taste some?
I did.
Okay, I'll save a tiny little bit for me. Which one would you like, Natalia? That one?
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah, hot. That's good. Get it in there.
Oh, I think I've just broken your bun.
All good. I'll make it work.
That's fine. Oh, yes, I did. Okay, and then let's get some of that nice fresh green. Oh, that looks lovely. Almost like a guacamole. On the top. Let's see.
Good way to end off the cherry harvest.
Yeah. I'm guessing you're going to want a little bit of fruit. Oh no.
Oh wow, yes please.
Oranges. We would usually add some ice, but we've had it refrigerating overnight, so I think it should be cool enough. And amazingly, all the ingredients of the sangria came off the farm.
That is
the
true.
wine we made ourselves. Cheers.
Cheers. And cheers to you.
And cheers to you, yes. That tastes like more.
Yes, please.
The orange juice really works nicely with the red
does.
wine. First time I've ever had it like that. Works very nicely.
Wow.
Now let's see about these.
Let's dig in.
I'm sorry I broke yours.
All good. I'll try and make it work.
Yeah. Oh. Next time we have to try and find hot dog rolls. I think they'll work better.
Your caramelized onions are really good. For someone who doesn't enjoy eating onions that much, you sure know how to cook them.
I'm glad you enjoy them.
So good.
That green sauce is really good too.
Really good.
So we're going to carry on enjoying our cachorros and the sangria. I'm sure this is not going to last very long.
No.
And you
Too
guys,
little.
you guys enjoy the rest of your day and the weekend. Yeah, and thank you so much for all the support once again.
Yes, for all the likes, we appreciate it. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so.
Yeah, and if you do enjoy the video, just click on the thumbs up like button. And once you've subscribed on the little notification bell, then you'll be notified whenever we put out a new video.
Awesome. Have a good one.
Yeah, see you. Bye.
Ciao.
Here comes the test driver to see if it's going to fit and if the ramp will hold. Awesome.
Wow.
Fits nicely.
Good job. Another tick off the list.
Cool.
Well done.